Hey, good morning everyone. How are you all? Fine? Let's start the chapter. You know the which chapter I'm teaching you all? The nutrition in plants. And what are the topics that I'm going to deal today? The role of sunlight in photosynthesis. What is the role of the sunlight in the photosynthesis? Second point, leaves of various colors. Leaves of the various colors are there. Is there photosynthesis occurs? Questions arise. Many students are asking, sir, if the color is red, so is there any photosynthesis occurs? Yes, photosynthesis occurs. That I will tell you, sorry. The photosynthesis by the other parts than the leaves. Not only the green leaves is doing the photosynthesis, there are the other parts also doing the photosynthesis, children, that I will teach you now. And last, algae. You all have heard about the algae. Is there photosynthesis occurs? That I am going to teach you. And what happened to the glucose? When you photosynthesis occurs, the end product is glucose and oxygen. You know, and oxygen is utilized by us. And what happened to the glucose? What happened to the glucose? That I will teach you right now. Okay, let's start. And I'd like to understand each and every aspects of the chapter and clear your concept. If the concept is clear, the chapter is clear, and if the chapter is clear, you will score good marks. You will get right quality of education, and that is my mission. I want my students to get 100 out of 100 in the science at least, because this is my subject and I want my student to get 100 out of 100. So I hope you will fulfill my dream. You will study hard at home, you will work hard at home, you will try to make use of this video and understand the chapter, learn it by heart, write it on your own copy, practice it many times, and after practicing give the exam and get good marks. All the best students. Let's start. Role of the sunlight in the photosynthesis. Sunlight. We all know the sun is the ultimate source of energy, because photosynthesis means what? Photo means light or synthesis means to manufacture. If there is no light, no synthesis. If there is no light, no synthesis is there. This means what? Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. So sun is the ultimate source. Sun is providing the energy, and this energy is trapped by the chlorophyll, and this chlorophyll is converting all the ingredients of the plants into the glucose, and that glucose is utilized by the plants. So if there is no sunlight, their photosynthesis will occur? No. So this way the sunlight is the ultimate source of energy. This way the sunlight helps the green plants to manufacture their food. But how there is the ultimate source? Reason is this: if the photosynthesis occurs in the plant, this plant is manufacturing its food, and we all are the heterotrophs, because we all are depending on the plants, and this plant is eaten by us. And after the death, we are eaten by some microorganisms. And again that microorganisms mixes into the soil, and this way again plants is utilizing as the manures and fertilizers to us, and our mitti, correct? So this way the ecosystem is going on, this way the life is going on, and main reason is this: if there is no sun, nothing will happen. If there is no sun, nothing will happen. You all have known. One song was there, you know, मिट्टी में मिल जावा, तिल में मिल जावा, एक गाना है. You try to listen that. Everything depends on the song only. So this is the role of sunlight in the photosynthesis. Next point is, children, कि many students are asking, sir, if the color of the leaves is different, as you think it must be red, it must be violet, it must be brown color, then what happened to those plants? Is there photosynthesis occurs in those plants? Yes, children. Photosynthesis is also occurring in those kinds of plants. If they are surviving, means the photosynthesis is occurring. If they are alive, this means there is a photosynthesis, because without food nobody can stay for the longer, you know. And if they are getting the food, means their photosynthesis is occurring. If they are getting the food, this means photosynthesis is going on in their body. How? What happened? Actually, the large amount of red, violet, brown or other pigment in such leaves mask the green color. They are providing the mask, the green colors of the chlorophyll. They are putting the mask on the chlorophyll, only providing the mask, मतलब उसका एक ऊपर से परत लगा देता है. But it doesn't mean there is no chlorophyll. There is a chlorophyll. On that upon it is a different kind of colors is masked on. ठीक है? So the photosynthesis also takes place in the leaves having the other color. Simple thing. Again I am telling you, if there is a plant, this means photosynthesis is going on. If the plant is green, photosynthesis, obviously the photosynthesis will be there. If there is not green and then also it is happening, this means the photosynthesis is going in the plant. Again question arises, color is different, sir. Yes, color is different. Color is red, color is violet, color is brown. But that color only acts as a mask on the leaves of that plant. That is only providing the mask on the chlorophyll. It means the chlorophyll is inside and above the layer there is the different color. So that is not affecting the plants. And when the sunlight falls, the inside chlorophyll trap the energy and do the photosynthesis. This way the colors of the different leaves plants is manufacturing their food, preparing their food for themselves, and we are alive in this world. Understood, children? The next topic, photosynthesis by the other parts than the leaves. You all have seen this whole is different place, somewhere plain, somewhere mountain, somewhere plateau, somewhere desert, somewhere everything. This so many things. Everywhere you find different kinds of herbs. You find different kinds of plants. They are surviving. If there is water, there is what plant. If there is no water, then also there are different kinds of plant. But there is a plant. But why they are surviving over there? A plant like the cactus is surviving into the desert area. This means that plant's body is modified like that only. If the camel is able to survive into the desert, this means that camel body is featured with the features is different from the other animals, and that feature is suitable for those areas. That's why the camel is able to survive. So like that only, there are different plants that is able to survive in the different conditions. And if that condition is suitable for those plants, their plant is surviving. Correct, children? Normally the photosynthesis takes place only in the leaves of them. Normally, normally the photosynthesis takes place in the leaves of the plant. Some plant. The photosynthesis also takes place in the other parts of the plant, that is green stem, green branches. There are green stem, green branches, and if that green means what? That plant is having the chlorophyll. That plant is having the chlorophyll. If the leaves is green, chlorophyll is there. Stem is green, chlorophyll is there. Branches is green, chlorophyll is there. Or for example, the desert plant such as the cactus having the tiny spine-like leaves. Small plant is that. Spines like that, spine like the leaves, so to reduce the loss of water, they need very less water to survive into the desert, because the desert is not having that much water, and that's why they need very less water, because that spines does not allow the loss of water. If there is no loss of water from the body, this means what? They don't need water. I need water, you need water, or any plant need water, because the transpiration is going fastly in our body, not in the plant's body. So if the cactus is able to survive into the desert, this means that plant is a spines like, and there is a less loss of water. There is a less loss of water. Correct, children? So the green stem and the green branches of the cactus, they carry out the process of photosynthesis to make the food. So they are green, and that's why this cactus plant is preparing their food into the stem and in other branches of the part, in other branches of their body. Understood? The next topic, photosynthesis of the algae. है ना? Many times we have seen the patches on the of slimy or green layers of floating on the surface of the pond and lakes. Where you have been to many places, you have seen ponds and the lake, and that lake is looking greenish. That lake is looking green. What there? There's a plant is growing on the lake and ponds? No. Then also it is covered with the green. What is that? What is that? Stagnant water is covered with the green, and this means it also develops into the swimming pools also. If you leave that swimming pool for many days, a green layer will cover the swimming pool which have not been cleaned for a long time. This green layer is formed by the growth of tiny plants like the structure that is known as the algae. Or algae is green. Algae is green. What is the reason? Algae is green because of the chlorophyll. And what is chlorophyll? The green pigment found into the leaves is known as the chlorophyll. This means chlorophyll is there, that is green, and is green that will trap the sunlight. If they will trap the sunlight, the photosynthesis will occur in the algae, and that's why this plant is able to survive in the pond and the lakes, children. Clear now? Pakka? Let's move forward. Synthesis of the food, plant food other than the simple carbohydrate. We all know the photosynthesis occurs. First thing, what? Carbon dioxide. Second thing what? Carbon dioxide plus water mixes with the sunlight and chlorophyll and gives the end product. What is that end product? That is glucose. That is the glucose. And glucose plus a gas is also there. This carbon dioxide changed into the oxygen. And that oxygen is useful to us, and we are using for that oxygen for various digestion work, and again we are giving out the carbon dioxide. That's why we are interdependent. We are depending on the plants, and plants are depending on us. Very simple. If plant is not there, we are not there. If we are there, the both are depending on each other. That's why the plants are known as Pranokadhar, Pranadhar. Because our life, that's a natural air purifier. This plant is known as the natural air purifier, children. Whatever the carbon dioxide we are releasing, that is utilized by these green plants. And then, what is the end product? That is glucose. And second one is what? Oxygen. The glucose, what happened to the glucose? The glucose carbohydrate is made of three parts, three elements. First one is the carbon, second one is the hydrogen, and third one is oxygen. This glucose is made from three elements. First one, carbon, second one, hydrogen, third point, that is oxygen. Plants use this simple carbohydrate glucose to make many other food such as starch, oil, or the protein and vitamins. But this glucose is utilized in the plant parts for the various work. You know what happens when we eat the food and we are not utilizing that energy, we are not doing any work, we are not burning our calories, then what happened to the calories? That stores in your body as a fat. Correct, no? We are becoming fatter. Nowadays in the corona period, nobody is going out, nobody is working out, but I am working out. And those students who is not working out, not playing, not doing a physical labor, then definitely there will be fat stored in the different parts of your body. So like that only in the plants also, the glucose is utilized by the energy for the plant, and if the glucose is not utilized, then what happened to the glucose? Some of the simple carbohydrate glucose may be made by the plants through the photosynthesis is converted naturally into the complex carbohydrate called starch. That is converted into the starch. Glucose converted into the starch. And what happened to the starch? The starch is a food which is stored in the various parts of the plant, such as root, such as stem, such as leaves, such as seeds. In these parts of the plant, this starch is stored, children. Very simple, no? Photosynthesis, due to the photosynthesis, glucose is made. And what are the elements found in the glucose? Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen is found in this. And what happened to this glucose when not is utilized by the plants? This is stored in the various parts of the plant in a complex carbohydrate, in the form of the complex carbohydrate called the starch, as we are storing it as a fat. Understood? The starch is very, very. That's why we are able to find out what is starch is found in potato and all that one. Plants make the fuel food or the fat. How that is? Certain plants convert simple carbohydrate, glucose made during the photosynthesis, into the oil and store them into the seeds. If this glucose is stored into the seeds, such seeds are called the oil seed. What we call oil seed. Simple thing. Photosynthesis, glucose. This glucose stored in where? It is stored in the seeds in the form of oil, and that's why that is known as the oil seed. Understood, children? Understood now? Very good. For example, the seeds of the sunflower, you must have seen the sunflower seeds. Plants contain a lot of oil stored into them. We can extract the oil from the sunflower seeds. This used as a food, and this is utilized as a food. Matlab glucose is converting into the seed, into the oil into the seed, and what we are extracting the oil from the seed, and we are getting the fat. We are getting the fat from the oil. Understood, children? So this is the synthesis of the glucose into the more simple form. How that is converted, where it is kept, where it is stored. Next thing, how the protein is made. We know, you all know, protein is very, very important. Protein is the important in our diet because it is the cell builder. Our whole body is the protein, man. Protein helps in many ways. It makes us energetic, building our cells. It is doing all kinds of activity in our body, in all kinds of, helping in all metabolic activities of our body. So how this protein is made in the plant? Because we are getting the protein from the peas, beans, wheat and various kinds of plants. So how that protein is extracted into, how that protein is made into the plant? Wow. We all know this. Let me tell you one by one. We all know this. Nitrogen in the air, there is a 78% nitrogen found into air. 98% nitrogen is found into the air. And what happened to that nitrogen? That nitrogen is converted into the nitrate by the bacteria known as rhizobium bacteria. And this rhizobium bacteria is found into the root nodules of all the leguminous plant. In all the leguminous plant root nodules, there is a bacteria known as rhizobium bacteria is found. And this rhizobium bacteria, what does the rhizobium bacteria do? This rhizobium bacteria fixes the nitrogen, converting the nitrogen into what? Into the nitrate. It is converting the nitrogen, this 78% nitrogen into the nitrate. And what happened to the nitrate again? This nitrate is the water soluble. This nitrate is the water soluble, and we all know this water and mineral is extracted from the ground by the plant. Matlab, in all the roots of in all the plant, the roots are sucking the water and mineral from the ground. And this nitrate is mixed with the water. Then when the water is sucked by the plant and transported to the leaves, with a vessel known as the xylem vessel, this nitrate is going into the correct. This nitrogen is going there, and what happened? With this going there, and what happened? This nitrogen is stored in the various parts of the plant, and that's why this nitrogen is converting into the nitrate. This nitrate is going into the photosynthesis, and this nitrate converts into the amino acid. And this amino acid, you know, the amino acid, the unit of protein, correct? So first nitrogen into the nitrate, this nitrate into the amino acid, and this amino acid joined together makes the protein, and this protein is stored into the plant. And after that, you know very well, we all are eating, we are all always depending on the autotrophs, because we are heterotrophs. Without them we are nothing. And we are eating this peas, we are eating the wheat, we are eating the this, and we are taking out the protein from that and doing all kinds of activities and all the metabolic activity in our body, and digesting and getting the protein and getting energetic. Height is growth, this is growth, that is growth. That is all because. Understood? This way the protein is made into the green plants. Understood? I hope you all have understood. Next thing, how the protein is synthesized, how the vitamins is synthesized into the as a food. How this vitamin is synthesized as a food into the plant. Vitamins are highly complex substances, which are important part of our food. Vitamins help in many ways, children. Many ways. Vitamins help in running out all the metabolic activities of our body. Vitamin helps in various ways. But how then? Vitamins are made by the plant. Vitamins contain into the vegetables, fruits and cereals made by the plant. Animals usually cannot make the vitamin. We cannot make the vitamins. We cannot make the vitamins. These vitamins are made by the green plants, fruits, vegetables. And the one thing more, why to leave that topic? What is the importance of photosynthesis? Let me clear it also. What is the importance? First thing, photosynthesis by plant provide us food to the animal. All the animals get the food because of the photosynthesis. Second thing, the process of photosynthesis by the plants put oxygen gas into the air, and that's why this ecosystem is going on. And this is the final. What is the importance of photosynthesis? So dear children, I have tried my level best to make you understand. If there is any doubt, you can ask. I will make other videos for you all. Thank you very much. If you like it, then don't forget to like and try to share as much as you can on your friends, so that they may also get benefit from this chapter, from this video. Correct? And if you have not subscribed, you know what to do. Bye bye.